decided to work for Doordash just because this is my, I needed something to get some money in, so I want to talk about the first day and of Doordash. And yeah, the first day wasn't so good. I've had other days now, a few more days, and I've been doing it for about a week, but the first day wasn't so good because there was a couple things I just didn't realize. Very first moment was I went to this apartment complex, and Doordash has this little thing that shows you how to basically use Google Maps, and it takes you to the place, and it was like, oh, you're here, and then all I see is there's this park, and then there's this apartment complex. I was like, I didn't see any address on the apartment complex. I was like, where is it? Where is it? And I was like, no, maybe it's the park. And I looked and I drove into the park. I couldn't find an address. But then I drove again back, and I saw on the very side of the wall, you see an address. I'm like, that's not really, you really have to drive at an angle to even see the address. So I go there. One thing I did not know about Doordash, and you should keep this in mind, is that the address on Google Maps doesn't have the apartment number. I didn't know that. I didn't know that all you had to do to get the apartment number was just to go back a couple, to press the back button, because if you go back and out of Google Maps, Doordash will tell you what the apartment number is. And so I was just looking around, and luckily the lady happened to see me and just was able to go out of our apartment and get the thing. But later on I realized, oh, I can't rely on Google Maps for the apartment number. I have to back out of it once I arrive. Alright, the next two deliveries were fairly straightforward. Not much problems. Oh, also I should tell you, I used to deliver as a pizza driver around in the same area, so I have sort of an idea. To be honest, being a pizza driver was a lot easier. Why? Because with being a pizza delivery driver, there's one place where you pick up, and there's this one limited area that you go to. With the Doordash, I used to deliver in Hesperia, but with Doordash, you deliver to 3 different cities: Hesperia, Apple Valley, Victorville. It's one huge area. Like, I can go from here all the way about 20-25 miles to the other end of the area. It's a really, really, really big Doordash area. Anyway, I think it was the 4th delivery. I had a hard time finding the restaurant. The Doordash said, oh, it's here, but all I saw was a tire place. And then I started asking around, like the grocery store and, not the liquor store, I mean. And he was like, I don't know where that restaurant is. And I was like, I asked Popeye's chicken lady, I was like, do you know where it is? And it was like, no. Surprisingly, it literally was next door, the restaurant. But then I started walking, trying to figure out the addresses, and I finally figured it out. When I got there, they had this loud, blaring trumpet music. Like, I was like, wow, this is loud. And I'm talking, I was like, if you're in that place for more than 20 minutes, you're probably going to lose a little bit of your hearing. It was so loud. And I was surprised that when I went through the door, there was a security guard. I think I've seen a security guard once in a while at restaurants, but this security guard had a bulletproof vest. All right. And lastly, My last delivery of the day was the street had no addresses on the houses, no addresses, like the addresses they painted on the curbs, and the addresses were faded out. And then I get there, I'm looking, and I knock on the door, like, hey, where is this address? And he's like, oh, go down that way. So I start going down that way, thinking this is it, and then the guy calls me saying, where are you? Because I've been walking around trying to find it, and I was like, well, I'm at the corner. So I go all the way down the block to the corner. And what I find is I went to the wrong corner. So I had to walk all the way back to do it. So I finally find him at the other end of the corner, walk all the way back, and I give him the stuff. And I was so absent-minded, I actually left the freaking Doordash bag with him. He was like, are you missing your bag? I was like, do you need your bag? I was like, actually, yeah, I do. So I ran back to the thing and got it. So yeah, it was a hard day, and the other days have been a lot easier than the first day after you figure out what to do. So yeah, it was not the best day. Fortunately, I stuck with it though. So anyway, that's my DoorDash experience. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.